Hello and welcome to EY Wavespace. This is a bit of a different floor to what you would typically see at an EY workplace, and that's because they wanted to make this floor a bit of a unique experience. The biggest difficulties about this space when they were designing it were there were massive pillars on the floor, and the architect did a really good job of covering these pillars with furniture stores and storage. But there was still one massive pillar right in the middle of the presentation space. And so what they did was they designed a pivoting wall that rotates around this to allow different flexible zones to have two presentations in the different spaces at the one time, but also have one large immersive, free-flowing presentation space. So one of the unique features about EY Wavespace is actually that we needed 4 different audio zones that weren't separated by much, but we had to make sure that the audio coverage didn't spill over into the other areas. We would need to have one person presenting in one space and another person presenting another space without the audio from the lobby and the cafe spilling into those areas. And so we had to use technology called Bose Edge Max that actually throws audio in either a 90-degree pattern or an 180-degree pattern to make sure we could listen to music here in the lobby and not have it spill over into those meeting space areas. Additionally, we coordinated a lot of loudspeakers that were just big enough to fit inside this feature ceiling. And this way, when they're throwing the audio down, it would be less likely to spill into the other areas as it's absorbed by the people listening to it, but also absorbed by the carpet underneath. And we also have drop-down speakers that are throwing the audio away from each different zone. One of the microphones that you use within this space can actually be taken over to the cafe, and it's just a matter of pressing a button to move between the 2 different spaces, and you don't need to have certain microphones for certain areas. You can literally have all 10 microphones in the space used in the one area. And it's a big intricate antenna system that we had to build to make sure that these microphones can be used in any space on the floor. So in commercial spaces, we've grown very used to having the room lights turn on each time we walk into the room. And we thought to ourselves, why can't we just do the same thing with the TV? So here in the lab incubator room at EY Wavespace, we have occupancy sensors that detect whenever someone's come into the room. And once it does, these TVs turn on. The space has been made to be collaborative, and so we have a number of service hubs in the space, as well as portable LCD screens with those wireless presenters that I mentioned earlier. Additionally, we have this Benet wall here, 3 projectors placed side by side, and here they can have collaborative softwares that allow them to make sketches and murals and post sticky notes. It's essentially a digital version of a whiteboard, as well as a digital version of Post-it notes.